I'm back, Gen X Gamer here with a brand new series for Tower 3D Pro that I am going to be doing. Thank you so much for joining me, and welcome to all of our new subscribers. Thanks for joining the channel, and of course, thank you as always to my longtime subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today we are at KSAN, San Diego International Airport. And I've been kicking around doing something different on the channel with Tower 3D Pro. Now, we're still going to do our regular episodes here and there. But what I want to do is I want to take every airport that I have and go hour by hour. So we're going to make about an hour episode for every hour of the day for that particular airport. Now, I'm going to be using the original schedules that came with the game, so there's no modifications there. We will, however, be using Wildcard's modifications that improve the visuals of the game and a lot of other things that I've showcased in the past couple episodes. So we will be using Wildcard's modifications for all of this. We're going to be using random weather. I'll be changing up the runways to help break up some of that monotony, but we want to go hour by hour per airport that I have, and I'm going to document all of this, and it should be a lot of fun doing this. And I'm also going to create special playlists for these episodes for these airports. So that's what I'm going to start doing. Now, in the case of, for example, KSAN that we're at today, San Diego International Airport, I wanted to start at 0-100 hours, and it starts me at about 4:14 is where it actually started me. And that's because there are no schedules between, midnight and 4 in the morning. So there might be some adjustments there where I'm not going to be able to do every single hour. And this airport in particular might be rather quiet through the night. If so, I'll use the magic of editing to speed that up so that we get our incoming and outgoing flights without a bunch of time being wasted with nothing going on. And depending on how it rolls, I could combine those if it's a couple hours of that together. So we'll see how that goes, but that's the game plan. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this first one kicked off. Again, it's 4 in the morning here at KSAN. And, let's see how this rolls. FedEx 1889er Heavy, runway 9er cleared to land.
Runway 9er cleared to land, FedEx 1889er Heavy.
And again, I apologize for my voice. My voice still hasn't recovered from the bronchitis that I've had for the last couple weeks. No, it's not the other thing. We had the other thing weeks ago, because I know someone's going to ask that. We had the other thing weeks ago, and I will just be honest with you. My wife and I both had it. I would much rather have the other thing than what I have dealt with this last 2 weeks with this bronchitis. So, and again, that's just me. I'm not trying to minimize the other thing. But as with any sickness, our bodies handle it differently from one to another. So it depends on the strain, it depends on the strength, it depends on all these things, right? So your health conditions, what kind of food you eat, all that kind of thing, too, can weaken your immune system. So yeah, so my immune system ended up being really weak with this bronchitis, difficult to breathe, all of that, a lot of congestion and phlegm. And even though that has now finally improved, my voice is still ragged out. So I do apologize for that. Hopefully it won't drive you too nuts. All right, FedEx is about 5 miles out here. We're approaching 4:20 in the morning. And he's coming up over the, I guess we'll call them mountains or hills or whatever. Straight in for runway 9er. So I hope all of you are doing well and all of you are healthy, not experiencing any sickness during this time of year. 'Tis the season for that. So hopefully you guys are doing well. And if I'm not mistaken, this looks like this is a 757-200 series. If that's what the 752 means in this simulator. Today our wind is 102 at 9 knots. So it's not too bad. Just a nice breeze today. As we see him coming on in. We're checking him out from our tower view. I'll go ahead and clear these out so you guys can watch the landing unobstructed. FedEx 1889er Heavy, take next available exit on left.
Take next available exit on left, FedEx 1889er Heavy.
All right, he's going to get off at Charlie 2. And then I've got to take him down Charlie over to Foxtrot. FedEx 189er Heavy. Taxi to apron via Charlie, Foxtrot.
Taxi to apron via Charlie Foxtrot, FedEx 1889er Heavy.
All right, there he goes. Coming on around. And we'll watch him come on in. And again, these nice views are brought to you by Wildcard's Modification. Nice view with the city in the background. We'll go ahead and do the follow cam. All right, he should be making his turn down Foxtrot here. There we go. So we have our first arrival now coming in. They'll be unloading packages and all of that good stuff in the early AM. But I don't see a lot of anything else going on. So it'll be interesting to see if anything happens before the 5 a.m. hour. There he goes. Go ahead and bring everything up. And yeah, there's nothing else happening. So what I will end up doing is using the magic of editing. And we'll see what comes in next, if anything, before the 5 a.m. hour. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It looks like we have a UPS Heavy coming on in. Going to be entering final on runway 9er. We've yet to hear from him, but it's 5:02 in the morning here at San Diego International Airport. Our wind is 159er at 7 knots. So not really a whole lot has
Tower,
changed.
ups 9er 22 heavy inbound runway 9er.
UPS 9er 22, enter final runway 9er. UPS 9er 22, enter final runway 9er. Oh, it'd help if I said heavy, wouldn't it, folks? Man, I'm still not used to the modifications, and that is the proper way to do it. Let's try it again. UPS 9er 22 heavy, enter final runway 9er.
Enter final runway 9er, ups 9er 22 heavy.
Duh. My goodness. Yeah, so with ATC Pro, I have to say heavy all the time. But why when I see it here? It's probably because I've been doing it the other way for 2 years. Maybe even longer. And I'm still getting used to doing it here. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. So hopefully I'll get better at that. Goodness gracious. All right, so he's just under 15 miles out. Gets a little closer to about 10 miles out. I'll go ahead and give him clearance, or her, I should say, clearance to land. It'll be interesting to see if between the 5 and 6 o'clock hour here in the morning, if this is the only one we get or not. So we shall see. In fact, what I think we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give him clearance to land right now, and then I'm going to speed it up to the point of his final. So we'll go ahead and do that. UPS 9er 22 heavy, runway 9er clear to land.
Runway 9er clear to land, ups 9er 22 heavy.
All right, we'll catch you in a second when he's a little bit closer. All right, we are back, everyone. Our UPS flight is coming on in here on runway 9er. Nice picture of the moon in the background there. All right, and she is touchdown. UPS 9er 22 heavy, taxi to apron, via Charlie 2 Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to apron via Charlie 2 Charlie Foxtrot, ups 922 heavy.
All right, so they should turn off here at Charlie 2, which is the next taxiway. Right here. And just like the FedEx, they'll head down Charlie to Foxtrot. In fact, we'll go ahead and give you all a different view here. All right, so it's about 5:10 in the morning. And once again, we go ahead and get him taxied to the apron. And then if nothing else is going on, we'll go ahead and use the magic of editing again. See if we get anything else before 6 a.m. Again, thank you so much for joining me for this brand new series for Tower 3D Pro. If you happen to like this content, be sure to hit that bell that's up and leave a comment.
Tower,
let me know that
FedEx
you're here.
1754 heavy inbound runway 9er.
All right, looks like we have some more action, so let's go ahead and bring everything up. Yep, we have a FedEx coming in. FedEx 1754 heavy, enter final runway 9er.
Enter final runway 9er, FedEx 1754 heavy.
All right, so that's good. We got another one coming in. Go ahead and watch UPS pull in. That about does that. So we've basically had 2 so far. Our third one is now coming in. We've had no departures yet. And I don't really see much going on at the Southwest Terminal. And not much going on at these other terminals either. Not a lot of movement. Don't see any planes with their lights on, so we're basically just waiting on the FedEx flight. FedEx 1754 heavy, runway 9er cleared to land.
Runway 9er cleared to land, FedEx 1754 heavy.
All right, I'll go ahead and catch up with you guys when he's just about to land. All right, folks, we're back, and FedEx is coming in on runway 9er at 5:16 in the morning. All right, there we go. So another successful landing. FedEx 1754 heavy, taxi to the apron via Charlie 2 Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to apron via Charlie 2 Charlie Foxtrot, FedEx 1754 heavy.
All right, so that's now our third one between 4 a.m. Well, technically 4:14 a.m. and 5:17. They like taking that really tight, don't they? All right, let's go ahead and go back to our tower view. We'll zoom on in. All right, it's definitely getting lighter out. And our wind now is 145 at 16 knots. So our wind is picking up a bit. So we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on that. All right, looks like we have nothing coming up on our radar. So I'll just let you guys enjoy the view. So it is kind of typical that you would have FedEx and UPS jets coming in and out on kind of like the off hours, even though they run all day long, but they're definitely really active in the off hours. All right, so it's 5:20. Let's go ahead and bring up all of our displays. There's nothing else showing. So I will do as before. I will catch you when the next one's either taken off or coming in. So we'll catch up here in a second. See you then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It looks like we have a FedEx that just popped up on the radar. That is coming on in.
Tower, FedEx 1422 Heavy inbound runway 9er.
FedEx 1422 Heavy, enter final runway 9er.
Enter final runway 9er, FedEx 1422 Heavy.
Okay, and he looks like the only one so far. We're about 13 minutes to 6 in the morning. So I think what we'll do is we'll call this for our first one at 6 a.m. The next one that we do will be 6 a.m. to 7. And hopefully that one will be busier where we can do the whole hour. FedEx 1422 Heavy, runway 9er cleared to land.
Runway 9er cleared to land, FedEx 1422 Heavy.
All right, so I'm going to give him landing clearance now, and we will speed this up. And I will see you on final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and FedEx is coming in on final for runway 9er. So this will be number 4 between 4:14 a.m. and 6 a.m. So this just gives you an idea of how slow it is at this airport with the original schedules at these hours. You're going to be doing a lot of sitting here twiddling your thumbs. I mean, heck, for me, it's even hard to figure out what to talk about. Nicely done. FedEx 1422 Heavy. Taxi to apron via Charlie 2, Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to apron via Charlie 2 Charlie Foxtrot, FedEx 1422 Heavy.
All right, so we got about 6.5 minutes here to burn to see if anything else pops up. If not, we'll call it our first San Diego International Airport episode. You can see in the distance the glistening from the sun reflecting off of different objects, which is pretty cool. Hasn't quite hit the airport yet. Maybe we'll even get to see that. I don't know. Only got about 5 minutes here. Probably enough time for the FedEx to get parked. There we go. Heading down Foxtrot. He'll park, get unloaded. These other ones are getting unloaded or loaded. It's one way or the other. They don't just sit there stagnant. At least not in real life. All right, so this definitely gives you guys an idea of what it's like between 4:15 and 6 in the morning here at KSAN. Not really a lot going on for arrivals. That's been about it. See if we got anything going on here at the terminal. Whoop. Holy cow. I'm all over the place. There we go. Oh, there comes the sun hitting the trees. That's kind of cool. Not really a lot going on at the terminal. Sorry about the shaky camera. We'll just blame that on the wind, I guess. But it looks like there's not really a whole lot going on here at all. In fact, while you guys are here, I'm going to speed it up a little bit, and let's just see if anything pops up here in these last couple minutes. Anything at all. All right, got a little bit over a minute as we speed towards 6 a.m. Oh, I see a push cart down there moving really, really fast. But it doesn't look like anything's going to happen before the 6 o'clock hour. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this 4:14 to 6 a.m. hour here at KSAN. I appreciate you guys watching, checking out this video. If you like this type of content, be sure to hit that like, that bell, that sub, leave a comment, let me know you were here. I know this first episode was probably kind of boring because there's not a lot going on, but at least it gives you an idea. Hey, if you have the original schedules, maybe you don't want to necessarily play the 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. hours because it is really, really boring. It really wasn't that fun for me to make this first one, which I knew it would be this way. I didn't think it would be very busy. So in our next episode, we'll check out the 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. hour, and we'll see if we end up with the same situation or not. So until then, I am the Gen X Gamer. I will catch you in the next one, and as always, bye-bye now.